Hey guys, Kinger here, bringing another video. Today I'm going to talk about rings. I'm going to make a little bit of a series here where I talk about ring, amulet, and banners on their own, and then I'm going to get into the gear afterwards. But this is a little bit of a longer videos. If I put them all together, it's going to be too long. I don't want to do that to you guys. I want to keep this nice and short and hopefully concise and very easy for you people to understand. So I'm hoping. So there's three things. Well, there's a few things, but there's three phases I would say that players will go through. There's the beginning player who is working through campaign or just about to finish it, or even just finished it, but you still are working towards that Spider 20, Dragon 20, and that. I would consider those the new players. Yes, you may have been playing for 3 or 4 months, but you still aren't into that mid game part yet, and that's when you get to Spider 20, Dragon 20, and all the dungeons pretty much 20, and that's where the mid gamer is. And at that point, you're able to farm those. I wouldn't say consistently even, but you're able to farm them and get yourself some 5 and 6 star pieces. That's where you're at the mid game. End game players are a lot more picky about their gear. They're more worried about substats along with the main stat. So that's where I would consider each player. Um, and so when I'm talking about things, I'm going to try to explain each one. But when I'm going over the gear, I'm talking about the end game player. So first off, we'll go with the new player. The new player do not care about what gear you have. You're going to go through and you're just going to be happy you got gear because it's unfortunately jewelry is not easy to get, especially certain pieces such as accuracy banners and stuff like that. So do not be picky about your gear. If you got a defensive stat person, just make sure you keep that defensive ring. Doesn't matter what the substats are. You're just happy to get those extra stats on your players, okay? Mid game, this is where you're going to be a little bit pickier, and I'm going to show you a little bit more. Um, so this will also be good for the new people so that you guys can see if you have a really good piece too. So please keep watching. Uh, this is information for all you guys to know because I've sold stuff that I shouldn't have sold. And that's what I'm trying to prevent you guys from having. So uh, it's always nice to have the silver too, but that's besides the point. So when I'm going in when I was mid game, I was always just worried about getting defensive stat rings or attack stat rings or HP stat rings. So what I always looked for when I was doing it was that like this here. I wanted defense. If it was a defense ring, I wanted defense percentage on it no matter what. If not, I was selling it automatically. And my thinking was is that at the time I didn't if I'm needing a defensive ring, I need defense percentage with it. I still think that to an extent there are circumstances where it's not there, but when it comes to epics and rares, I would still do that. I would still sell. Let's see, do I have any? I was starting to go through it, so some of this stuff has kind of already been done. So like right here, this is one where in the mid game I would keep, and I would see if I hit defense once. If I hit defense once, I'd keep it no matter what because as you can see here, I only got what six? Yeah, six rings. You never know, you may need it, right? Because I don't know what the other ones could be at the time if these weren't rolled already. So I would keep it, see if it hit defense percentage once. Now that I'm in the late game, I would sell this ring, and I'm going to. And I'll explain why right away, very quickly here. The reason for that is it rolled the lower part of the stat, which is 4. So 5-star rings can roll anywhere from 4 to 6. 6-star rings can roll anywhere from 5 to 7. And that's for every single time it gets hit on the substats. So for me as an end gamer, I would sell this. So that's just an example of something you guys would keep, but the end gamer would sell. Same as right here. If since I only got 5, I may keep this no matter what. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, well, I wouldn't say I would keep it no matter what, but as long as it hits defense once, such as a mid gamer would say, he would keep this. And since I only got four other ones that I could possibly do, and I don't know what these even hit. Yeah, these are okay. So since I already have other ones here that I can always use and they have a good variety, like here's an attack, here's another attack, and here's an HP, it needs to hit defense twice for me to keep this. So this is my thinking through it. So we'll just go up to 4 because just in case it hits attack once, we don't want to waste silver. So for you to go and uh, go through this once and go up to level 4, it costs you 9,250 silver for a 5-star rare. So since it hit attack, we're going to sell this, and you guys will see how much you get no matter what. So if you take away 9,250, I still made 32,000 silver. This is why you want to do this. You want to see if you can get those good rolls, good stats. This goes for everybody, from beginner, mid to end game. So we're going to sell that, and we'll go back to what I was talking about with the mid game because I'm going off topic a little bit here. So that's what you want to do. HP, you want HP percentage. Attack, you want attack. Now, one thing you'll want to see here is that you'll also get like ones here, since I already know I have it. Actually, it's not a very good one. This is probably the better one I should show you. The good thing about defense is that you can still put this on an attacker. You may want somebody like a Cold Heart or something to be a little bit more tanky. And then she can hit a little bit harder because you also have attack percentage on it. So she can survive a little bit longer and maybe she's hitting still, instead of just having pure glass cannon kind of build on her. So that's what some of these things that you can be looking for. So now when I'm going through rings, I'm trying to look for those stats like I was telling you. Now, I'm going to be ruthless with some of these, and you guys are going to be like, oh, that was a good piece, and whatnot, and I'm going to be like, yeah, that's because of where it rolled. So, an example of that would be this one right here, what I was showing you earlier. I'm actually going to sell this, and the reason for that is it hit already attack once. It's rolled up to 12. It's not going to get any better than it currently is, because the only other stats I can get onto this piece now is a HP percentage and attack percentage. So, neither of those are going to make the ring better. Now, you may be asking, how do I know that? So the only things, like I said before, the only main stats you can get are defense, flat defense, flat HP, and flat attack. And the only substats you can get are the other two you didn't roll for your main stat. So, in this case, it could only be, as you can see on this one, flat attack and flat HP and then the percentages for those ones. That's all you can roll on to your rings. So just so you know. So now I've spent more gold or silver than I actually made selling that one, but oh well, that was probably from a while ago. So you'll notice that. Don't be scared to sell ones you've rolled a long time ago. There's no point in keeping them. You're just going to waste space and all that stuff. Uh, so yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick one here. I'm trying to find ones that I haven't already done because I was starting to do this and I thought, I'll do a video for you guys. So is this one good? Has this one been done? Might have been. Can't remember where I left off. Oh, here's a good one because I know there's too many rings. So in this case, no defense percentage, it's an automatic sell. This one I'll keep. Both percentages could be good. Keep. I'll keep because of defense, even though the HP was 4% here. It doesn't matter. That's not quite the one that I'm worried about. Although, since I have these rings, I believe these two are. I'm going to sell this one because it doesn't have defense percentage. And I'm going to sell this one because we already have a ring that's better than it. So these are things I'm thinking about. And you'll run into mistakes where you forget them like I just did. Where you're like, oh yeah, I'll keep that one. Then you're like, wait a second, didn't I just see another one like that? So I'm going to sell this one because of that low floor 4%. Because here's another one that can roll and it's already going to be better than it. So now when we get to rings like this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to unselect that, sell the rings that I'm already going to sell. So I sold 3 rings and made 124,000 silver, which is great. Okay, so for this one, I want to see if it hits defense twice. If it's defense twice, great, I keep it. If not, I'm going to sell it. So I'm only going to go up to 4 because I want to see. Okay, I can already know. There's no point in going again because I'm going to sell it. And this way you don't waste silver. And now I've made another 33. Yes, it cost me 9,000 and change to see it, but there's always that chance it could hit defense twice. Same. Now this one's the opposite thing. Once again, it's the 4%, the low roll. Now, If you don't have many defense rings, this is the one where you might roll. But for me, I got so many here, I'm gonna sell it because of that low roll, the flat stat that's beside it. No point of even bothering rolling it. All right, so this one's a good one. Could be used very many places. No need to roll it because no matter what, I'd probably keep it. This one, in all honesty, I might just sell it. I'll see what the next two are. This is one where you would think about. This one I keep just because of it's a 6-star and look at how high these are. So those are both factors. It's not just one or the other. Okay, this one I'm going to see where it rolls. If it rolls HP, flat HP, it's sold. And this is just when you get to the point I'm at, you're being ruthless. Mid gamer, you might roll it to 8 to see if you hit defense at all. Uh, Early gamer, you don't care what it is. That would be the difference where you guys are at and where I'm at, possibly. Or you guys could be right along with me and you're just trying to see. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through each one. I'm going to select attack. So I sort all my attackers out. Then I'm going to sort out all my HP ones. And these are just ones that aren't geared to anybody. So I have more that are geared and whatnot. So I hope this video is helpful. If you guys got any suggestions or comments, just put them in the comments below. And until the next video,